how does the designer work with the directors and the producers?
The showrunners and the writers, they want to certainly make it feel more real, more kind of gritty, and it's not dirty, but a real sense that people live there. Because I feel it very important to try and set up a whole kind of language for the whole show, so there's kind of a colour palette that goes all the way through. You know, I had a real kind of thought about, I wanted to make the kind of the core of the story black, so as you got closer and closer to the kind of the heart of darkness, which is where the engine is, that gets darker and darker, so as you kind of go through the levels of the Resolute, I was trying to maintain that. The script is always the most important thing, whatever you're making, you can't make anything without decent words. But it's understanding what they mean by some of the words, and that's kind of the most complex task, I think, as a designer, is sort of understanding it's not what's on the script, it's what does the writer intend by that as a bigger story. But it should never be bigger than the characters or the actors within it. It's there to supplement them and explain something in very subtle ways. The Resolute, I mean, I really enjoyed doing that set. It was kind of one of those moments where it was kind of like an opportunity to show the scale of the ship. We'd seen it from the outside, and to create a corridor that, you know, had that scope, and convincing the studio and, you know, the production, you know, the producers here, to knock a hole through a stage wall so we could have a set that went from one stage to another in brand new stages was quite an achievement, I think. And then say, let's stick it 12 foot up in the air, because we don't have enough stage space, because I want to put sets underneath the sets. And I kind of had that incredulous look saying, yeah, really? Are you sure you want to do this?
Forget about a 3-stage long set.
I mean, it's 300 foot long now, so you think, So I think it's kind of, it must be one of the longest sci-fi sets ever built.
Max and I spent time just running up and down the corridors.
That's it you're going to get. And we just kind of designing a set that you could pull walls out, and there was a set hidden behind there. I mean, like when you went into the canteen, it was important that there was a direct eye line contact to Don, who was in the Jupiter. So I had to design it in a way that there was a logic when visual effects could get outside with the camera and shoot back. You could physically see into the set.
The way it's determined whether something is a prop or something else is usually an interaction that the actor has with the item. So for example, say this was a scene right now, your cell phone would be a prop, your tea in your hand would be a prop. And then we get to kind of the more extreme version of props being, in this case, would be the spacesuits and the helmets.
This is the cockpit, the flight deck of the Jupiter 2, and today I have the glamorous job of switching these little M16 screws with the security head out for number 6 torque screws.
And what would you say is the most challenging part?
Lack of time. You're running all the time for 8 months or whatever, being on it, and that's good fun.
Hi, I'm Christian from construction.
Hi, I'm Daniel from paint department.
Hi, I'm Jade. I'm a set dresser.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm a set dresser.
We use pretty much all wood in our sets.
Yeah.
But it's all sustainable wood, no?
Yes.
And how much wood do you use? And also, how did you come to the decision to make it all sustainable? Because I think that's really cool.
I think it's very much the ethos of the industry now, worldwide. You know, we used to use a lot of plastics, and that, you know, that was filling up lamps. So it all comes from sustainable forests. I mean, they take it and they get it, you know, ground up and turned into pulp, and then made into sort of fiberboard. So it has another life, and it'll go on.
And how many people do you have working in construction overall?
It could be from 60 to 120, and again, construction encompasses the paint department, greens, and sculpting.
We actually were just talking about this in between takes. As soon as they call cut, you can hear like hammering or drills going in the distance because everything is still going.
Hi, I'm Q and I work in paint. My name is Tracy Hansen and I work in set deck.
Hi, I'm Steve-O and I work in the set deck department.
Hi, I'm Dylan and I'm the animal wrangler on the show.
Hi, I'm Darcy. I'm the animal trainer.
Hi, I'm Brent and I work in set deck in Lost in Space.